gentlemen. I know the music is playing. How do I hide? Hide. I am here. The music is playing from some screen. There it is. Begone, evildoer. There we go, that camera. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Sunday night. Interesting one. This is there's been things been plaguing my mind, and I kind of want to jump on something like this again and tackle it, but just going to be using a whole bunch of the assets that we've already kind of like created and kind of gone through. Mike, Vertex Bird, welcome to the stream. I think Terry was there as well. Welcome. Fertilicious and Night Cow. And on the shorts, nobody's talking, talking. And on Twitch, there is no one there. So, we have a count, 97,759. That is going to drop ridiculously in 3 days once Australia's new laws come in around kids under 16 logging in. So, yay. So, let's kind of build this stuff. I am doing some training at the moment with Blender and city building. It's been more like larger buildings, but I'm going to kind of go with this approach because I really like this scene that we generated from Midjourney. So let's just kind of like just smash it out and just see what happens. So straight off the bat, we will start off with creating some roads, 2 meters. So this is going to be our road, scale to 4 meters, scale 1.25. Nope. Let's just do this. Let's put it in the corner. I do want to make this 5 meters, and we will turn on screencast keys. How is everyone going? We need to fight all the... Yeah. Yeah. So let's kind of like, build our road. GY20, for instance, we'll just move it down that way. And just for now, as always, we do blocking. So let's move this down to here. Shift D, hold there, rotate 90. Something like that. David Nickman, welcome to the stream. Now, we do have, I'm going to try and maybe go a little bit asset heavy. For those of you who remember, we do have these ones. But I just have remembered we do have another pack. And I don't think it's this one, but it's close. Bug fixing all week. Nice. Even with people with 40k savings leaving UK. Yeah, that's crazy. I do want to steal some of these pieces that aren't textured. Well done, you clown. Ploppers. But there are some assets in here that we will snap up eventually. But maybe we just start with these ones here. Control C. And let's come over into our main... Don't open Blender 4.9. Control V. There we go. So I'm just going to steal these for now and work. My goodness, fat fingers. There we go. Let's go G. Nice. G. And so this is actually 2 different pieces here. So we have kind of like our gutter piece and then one that is a ramp that goes up. And nope. Let's go Alt D. That is not going to cause me issues later on. Alt D. Now Alt D means that it's linking. Alt D to the Y. Welcome to the stream. Respect, thank you. No worries, mate. Marco Geo learn it. I know, shut your pie hole. New to the channel. Love seeing your technique. Awesome. Welcome. Very grateful that you're here. Did I duplicate the wrong thing? No, that's fine. So yeah, we're just going to try and block as much as possible for now. And then it's going to be all a little bit of a future market problem as we kind of go through. I do want this piece here. rotate 9. So we got, oh, itchy back. Actually, no, this is wrong. Delete, delete, delete. That goes there, rotate, far out, rotate 180. Something like that, and then we can snap these up. There we go, G, hold control. And we're kind of like building that base of where the building is going to be, and then that means we can kind of build up from there. Ah, itchy under the knee. I'm doing more cloth for thy, my goblin. What? I'm doing more clothing, okay? Jeez. It is going to be a fun night. It's going to be great. We're going to have laughs. We're going to cry. It will be delicious. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Delete, delete this one here. And this is going to be kind of like our base piece here. Just scale that way. Scale on the X. And then what we'll do, GZ, bring it down to about there. And that's going to be kind of like our asphalt space. So Control S to save. Let's just kind of like have a look. So cycles, GPU, 32. Come over into the world. I press S. Sky texture. Cool. Why is that stupid? Right click. Right click. Auto smooth. Okay. Why is this here being a jerk? Let's just zoom in on that. Texture's a little bit muddled. That's okay. Do we have, if I go merge by distance? Nope. If I do Shift N to flip the normals? Nope. Do we have this thing? There's a button down here for something. Ooh, maybe it doesn't exist anymore. It's that custom, maybe it's here? No. I don't know. Future market problem will work that out. Did you get the new assets on Fab? Absolutely. Jack, welcome to the stream. For anyone else is new, just hit the subscribe button, trying to hit that 100,000 mark. Fat chance of hitting it tonight, but you know what? One can dream. So I'm trying to think a little bit smarter in terms of how I'm going to do this. Let's go 5, scale X minus 1. Maybe this can be like a small alleyway. And then we can grab, yeah, something like that. Something like this. Just for now. Shift D, G, X. There we go. And so technically, if we were to bring these assets into Unreal Engine, they would suck purely because the origin point is in the wrong spot. So what we would normally do is we'd put it in one of the corners and then everything is off that point there. So these pieces here are 2 meters by 2.5. 2 meters. 2 meters by 2.5. Yeah. So, but it'll get the job done. What projects is everyone else working on at the moment? Because I'm skipping around a little bit, which is absolutely great. Okay. I reckon we might... Maybe we go with these buildings. Now, like I said, I'm going to try and be a little bit asset heavy on this one. That one? Nope. Okay, I'm going to bring in building 4, I think it is. No! Hang on. Where's the other Kitbashing set? It had the word Kitbashing set. Storefront Kitbashing set? Perchance? Most of these already been uploaded to Patreon as well. Here it is. Sweet. And so this is where we can kind of steal it. I don't have any of those pieces that I want that's going to match that other piece. but we do have a blank piece. I'm in the middle of some very interesting research that I know I'm probably going to throw away at the end. Sick. So I'm going to grab this piece because that is kind of like a bit of a base piece for these shop fronts. So if I make a standard here, we can pick it up, take it across to wherever we want. I'm going to grab this bottom section as well. Something that I learned a little bit recently. Blender, yep. Is to have a piece that sits underneath, because then, for instance, if we have uneven ground for whatever reason, we still have that shop front. And then so from here, for instance, that ground is unlevel, not level. Now I can put a block here or a ramp here, and that'll kind of done that. I made some progress on Thunderbird's one. I don't suppose you saw. I think I did. Let's jump onto the Disc Aurora Dorinis. When did that come through? I remember seeing it. General? I don't know where it is. No, reference images. No. Self-promotion. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at this one. That's kind of cool. No! Don't go over there. It's come along quite nicely. But I got to stop playing that because I don't want to get that copyright strike and oh my goodness. Currently recreating my tiny kitchen. Nice. Rolling around my cooking and baking. That's pretty cool. Work on assets for Red Dead. My MLOs, I don't know what that is, for customers to buy and stream on their own server. Oh, right. That's pretty cool. Nice. I'm intrigued in seeing that stuff. But yeah, okay, sorry. Let's come back to this. So let's grab these two. And we're going to grab that. Control C. And we'll jump back into our building here. Nope, into this building. Let's do a Control V. And that sits there quite nicely. So I'm just going to grab these and let's position it there. So now we've got that piece right here. Let's make it a bit of a roller door. So with that, we're going to go GG. And then let's go something like this, something like that. And then we'll kind of build on this. Let's go E to extrude, and then I'm just going to delete that face there. Let's go Shift D Y. And then we'll scale that up. P separate by selection, because I just want to work on this piece. Let's do a whole bunch of edge loops. Nice. Let's go Control B to do a bevel. And then from here, let's pull it back. Scale. If I scale Z like this, we're going to get everything as a unit, but I want those individual pieces to scale, or individual faces. Come up to the top, individual origins, scale Z. And so now we kind of have this groove. Let's go side on. And we want to get rid of these faces. Delete faces. Okay. Let's go like this. Delete faces. Nice. And then from here, we can just push it all the way back. And so that's now given us this like really nice roller door. We've got heaps of stuff to show you later. Yeah, I'm down for that. Marky, is your doing right now achievable with... I don't know. I don't have... Not to sound like a jerk, I don't think I've got anything with 8 gig VRAM, because this one's got a 5090, that one's got an A6000, and I do have a 3080 sitting over there, but that's not in a computer. I was thinking about this, and I reckon I might get a, I think in the machine outside, it's got a 1080. So I might try and jump on that on that computer and see what we can create. So I haven't forgotten about your challenge. I am thinking about it. Just logistically. Let's go Shift Y. So what I want to do is create some sort of like pillars maybe. Actually, we'll do that. Delete faces. Let's go Control LP, separate by selection. And then we're going to do that. Let's select this face. And we'll do E to do an extrude. And then I'll grab all this, E to extrude on the Y-axis. And we'll slot that in there like so. That looks alright. Shift D to the X. MLOs are basic custom interiors for games. Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. Interesting. I am half potato charge. Hi, mate. How's it going? I think I just need to sell the building generator last thing. Maybe some tool. Yeah, go for it. I have thought about coming in next year as well into doing a little bit of VR development. I have done it before, but it has been a hot minute. No, I don't want that piece there. I like that. I reckon we have a piece here that's kind of like a triangle. I am sorry to hear that, buddy. So let's grab these pieces. Shift D to the, like that. E, 2, 3. And then we're going to go P, separate by selection. Ah, I hate you so much. Control L, P, separate by selection. And then with that, I'm going to select both of these. Let's go merge by distance. And then we've got a face in there hidden. Two faces in there hidden. I told you to merge, mate. There we go. And then from here, Control P. Okay, we'll go with that. Kind of like have this corner slot. That's a nice shape. We are semi kind of not really ish blocking. James, hey, welcome. Are you building an environment for a game? No. So this is not an intention to be for a game engine. This would be more for an animated short film. Sorry, animated web series that I've been working on for far too long. However, coming back after Christmas, it's going to be 2-footed tackle into it. Let's get the Rococo mocap suit, Perception Neuro mocap suit. I've already done most of the audio, so it's about 90%, and the audio has been animated. The audio has been edited in terms of voice, so all that sound effects and all that kind of stuff. And it's more just now building all the assets for it when I finally sit down and am able to do everything that we kind of like build on from there. To speed the process along, do we have anything that we can put up here? I am a fan of these pieces here. I think they look great. Great! Staircases, we'll steal them for sure. Antennas, dumpsters. So we've got pieces that we can take. Let's reverse back into... I want that one. So I want these pieces here. So let's grab that one, and I like those stairs. They're great stairs. That one. Control C. So we're just going to steal these for now. And then we'll plop back. Control V. G. And let's see what we can really do super quick, because we want to achieve something. Let's try and use this Kitbashing set. I like that. Let's bring that over here. Rotate to the 90. That's going to sit like so. You know what? That's actually going to sit like this. Let's just get it sitting on the top there. Great. Great. Don't know why that's coming in my mind. And then this is going to sit like that. Oh, that's good. I'm down with that. Let's push it as much as we can Scale, a little bit on the x-axis. Nice. And so if we kind of have a look at what we're looking at, weird. I'm going to keep that archway in there. And we're going to darken that whole area. Vinny, welcome to the stream. Let's have a look, see what the subscriber count is. 759. Ole. Great. Why have I got Blender 4.9? Go away. All right. Good, 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 good. So I'm not going to be worrying. Yeah, let's just kind of keep blocking it. We're using this as inspiration to build up. Now, I do have some pieces like this one and maybe this one, U and U. Control C. Bring it back. Control V. I've tried to model everything with quads. Oh, yes, I love this texture. Okay. Let's go something along these lines. With this, let's bring that one there, but actually I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. So we've kind of got a bit of a backsplash, but that means we can reuse this piece higher up. Nice. And then we've got this nice piece up here as well. All right, how's that going? Perfect. Let's move it over. Great. Look at that. Coming along very quickly. This is what we're going. Try this one. Where are these pieces from? Can we get them? Yeah, so I've put these up on Patreon. I haven't put them up anywhere for kind of like sale or anything. I don't think they're ready yet. But over Christmas, I think the goal is to refine all these. Hopefully bake them out or put textures on them where we can take it, Gumroad, where we can take it to Unreal Engine, where we can take it to Unity and all that kind of stuff. Markham, the screen didn't change. Back to Blender. Ah, brother, what's that? Sorry. Hang on. My stream. There it is. Okay, cool. We're back. Sorry. Now, have you heard of... Yeah, cool. All right, I stuffed up though. Yes, okay. Have you tried plastic? No, I've had no reason to try that application because I got Blender. So, and Blender's, great tool. That's for free. And I'm pretty sure with plasticity you have to pay. I'm going to grab this one. So, yeah, I haven't really bothered to even try it. In saying that, I do support Blender, and I do have the Blender subscription thingamabob. I haven't been a part of all the them trying to get the funding, but I do my part. Cursor, no, active selection to grid. Yes, there we go. GY. And so let's move that out a little bit. And you can see how that is sitting slightly above, which is okay. Control L, P, separate by selection. And I'm going to just go F on that one. That's slightly annoying. Let's select this. Shift S, cursor to selected. Shift D, Shift S, selection to cursor. There we go. I hate you. What the hickerbottom's going on now? Let's just move that back. GY. So we have something like this. GY. And then you can kind of see how now it's all coming together. We can still see the viewport a little. Yeah. We all chipped. We got all the funding. Oh, sweet. Great for doing the things with Blender. Really can't easy similar commands. Yeah, exactly. I heard you can do some things that Blender can't really do. So, from my understanding, what plasticity can do is that you can see the history. And also, I think that it's kind of like Tinkercad as well, where it works in layers. But, I don't know, just don't have a reason for it. So, yeah. So if we have a look at this image, I love this kind of like overhang. We have this piece, we've got that is great. What I do want to do is I want to find where 6 meters is, because I think the top of this should be 3. Let's go viewport. So that's 3. This here is 6.8 at the moment. So do we bring that to be sitting at 3? Shift right click. I don't think so. I think that looks stupid. Stupid. And that's 6 meters. But meh. GZ1. That is now 7 meters, I believe. So what I'm doing here is if I shift right click on a surface, that'll set the cursor. In the view tab up here, I can see the 3D cursor location and Z7. So if I shift right click here, we can see that's 7.36. Up here, 10.93. So that's what I'm kind of doing to work out where I am in the world position. Where if I go into item and then I kind of select this, we're at 3 meters, but that's the local. Global is 7, which is kind of like what we've gotten with that. The building we are building right now kind of reminds me of some buildings I was opening for 5M. 5M? Ah, nub nub. To the stream. No comment. With that, let's do a Shift D. I'm going to bring that up here. GZ3. Let's scale that up. Rotate Z 180 so that we've got these beautiful panels. Scale X -1. Oops, sorry, Y. Nice. Move that into there. I might just scale it up some more. Awesome. Delicious. This here is a little bit bland, but we will add some of the pipes and the roller shutters and all that after here. Let's go ahead and think about building this overlook of the street. So maybe I do want to keep that. So maybe we've got to fill in this space. So let's go Shift S words origin. Some weird instructional size. Let's go GZ7. So that origin point should be sitting there. Beautiful. GZ1. And that's now covering that whole section. So if we were to, just for now, block this out, we're going to go something like that. GX, something like so. Does that fit? Absolutely not. That's cool. I like that. If I put an edge loop through here, Control B, middle mouse up, we can do like an indent. I'm happy with that. Let's go right click, auto smooth. Yeah. That looks great. This is where we'll kind of like come in. 5M is roleplay server for Grand Theft. Oh, right. Gosh. 5M. Okay. Dude, I remember when like GTA 3 came out. I was like, whoa, this is epic. Like that was a new genre of gaming. I want to say, don't make it blocky, but this is a building. My guy, squares are efficient. Chica, welcome to the stream. Let's check. 767. 67. All right. 769. Let's keep going. Okay, so from here, Shift Z 2. And so what we're going to be creating now is this kind of like viewport from up here. Let's increase our selections, delete faces. So now we've got this face. E to extrude, and that's going to be 3Z, because that's kind of like the standard size of buildings we're working on. Let's go something like that. And from here, we'll do E to extrude, Alt S. But I'm going to grab that section and we're going to move it up. Let's do an edge loop that goes here. And really, I should be probably splitting this all out, but I reckon we might come back and chop this all up. E to extrude, let's go 1. Let's go Shift N. Oh, let's go Control A. Apply scale, apply rotation. And now we need to do our roof. So let's grab this edge, Shift D, Z.5. E to extrude Z1. All right, and then from here, I might do an edge loop. Alt S, scale that in. And then Control B. C to limit the bevel. And so now we've kind of got that, which is good. I'm going to select this section. Alt left click to get that edge loop. Control numpad plus to increase my selection. P separate by selection. Just want to hide that for a sec. And then we're going to just fill the ground here. Perfect. Alt H to bring our piece back. And now we can do a few funky things, such as delete the inside, delete faces. Nope. Delete vertices. You can tell I've got kids, mate. Got finally here. Wife had me doing house stuff. I understand. Let's go. Just gonna roughly cut this all up. There we go. Roughly. I should have duplicated all this. It's fine. Nope. Do a few more. And then from here, let's go I to do an inset, I to do another inset, individual origins, E to extrude inwards. And so that kind of gives us that looking thing. Let's select this top section, Control LP, separate by selection, and I want to give that a little bit of thickness. So we're just going to go into the modifiers, generate solidify modifier. Beautiful. How can we make this look a little bit more lively? Shift N, right click shade smooth. Let's not. Let's go itchy nose. Let's go with this. Shift D, GZ, whoops, GZ, E to extrude along the Z axis. Control LP, separate by selection. Now I'm going to come to solidify and modify. We're going to make this 0. I'm going to make this a bit thicker. There we go. And now that gives us a nice border here. I'm just going to go E to extrude, Alt S. Scale, Shift Z. There we go, like that. Now, under here, though, I want something. How long have you been using Blender for? Donkey's ears. 12, 30, I started touching it in 2002, 2001. Yeah, I first touched it in about 2001, 2002. But really hard, I've been going for probably about 12 years, 13 years, and I still suck. It's my own fault. I'm not going to lie. What's the difference between a Christmas alphabet and the ordinary alphabet? Christmas alphabets have no eels. Nose. Nose. No L's. No L's? No L's. Yeah. Hang on. Let me. I got some good ones. Where are they? Exceptional dad jokes. I never understood why people dislike vegans so much. I've never had any beef with them. Can't say that one. Have you ever tried blindfold archery? You don't know what you're missing. I watched the Great Australian Bake Off last night. One of the contestants made a fabulous meringue and everyone cheered. That's really unusual because Australians, they normally boo meringues. Did someone send that one to me? Oh, that's a last week one. Ah, sorry. No L's. Okay. Yeah. Please start a YouTuber. No. Oh my goodness. I'm encouraging so many people to just do it. Because then what happens? This is great. Great night cow. It gives you accountability. And then you're like, crud, I actually have to do stuff. And so when it comes time to, and you're like, what's going to say? When you aren't feeling it, but then you have to force yourself to do it, even though, you know, I'm full of lies right now about that because have I been releasing videos? No. Anyway. It is great. I highly recommend it. Do it. Let's go invert my selection and we'll go edges. Then I'm going to go into generate solidify modifier. Like so. Offset 0. Increase the size. Nice. GZ. And then we'll push it up like that. So when we're looking at it from here, how do we see? Obviously, we've got so much filling up. What do you call a bunch of chess players bragging about their games in a hotel lobby? Chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let's kind of continue on. Let's go. World origin. Let's do a cube. And then from here, this one kind of becomes like this. GZ. Let's go like so. And then this will become the backbone of the building. GZ 50. Oh, that's a nice one. Make sure you wrap the donations. If 1 out of 10 donate the same as the tax on their last grocery trip, Blender would be funded for like 8 years. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere. You streaming on Twitch? I'm on Twitch as well. So, on Kick, I don't know. Kick's being a jerk for some reason. I don't have like my content creator tab. I am half thinking about that. Adding people to be walking around. We've got 4 at the moment. Wrap the donations. What do you mean? What do you mean by wrap the donations? Represent. All right, let's kind of continue on this. I really like that. This community. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, absolutely. It is great to see that we've got such a tool like this that is for free that we can all utilize. Like, oh my goodness. I hope one day, I get to the Blender conference. That is the dream. I don't know when. I don't know how. But I will get there. I like that. That's a nice shape. It's a nice boulder. Okay, let's go. Porto. I'm going to V to rip that. Control L, delete vertices. Let's jump into generate our mirror modifier. Awesome. From here, let's do an edge loop. Let's do this. Control B. And we'll do my thing. Control B. GX. GY. Like so. Control B to do a bevel. Middle mouse that puppy up. Control numpad minus Alt S. V to rip. Cool. Going a little bit too high at the moment. I mean, we're still blocking. Are we though? Let's go Control B, and I'm just going to give that a little bit shape in there. Control B. Marco TED Talk. My guy, you can just sign up and give a TED Talk. Hang on. Hold your horses. I'm in Australia. If we go, let's have a look. Qantas. It'd be good one day if we went from Canberra, Netherlands? Amsterdam. Is it right? Amsterdam? It's Amsterdam, I think. So for instance, let's go. When is it? It's in like January. I don't know. Let's just go June. June 1st to June 8th. Continue. One adult. Search flights. Huh. That's not bad, actually. That's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. I thought it was a lot worse. That's actually not bad. Now, the funny thing is, Qantas. Technically, if I go from here to Adelaide, where we're going, this is 1,300 kilometers that way. $350. To go across the world is 1,000. Mr. Richo's here. Welcome to the stream. All right, okay. All right. Markham 3D needs to do a little bit better. That's semi-doable. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. Semi-doable. Wow. You know, dude, I know I want to. Gosh dang it. Now you've given me hope. Dang it. Let's go grab that. Let's go rotate 90. I hate you so much. Let's go something like this scale. Push that in there. I'm just going to hide that section. GZ. Do that. That's nice. That hides a bit of that section. Let's re-grab this one here. Mr. Richie, how you doing, buddy? I hope you are doing swell. G to the Y. All right, something like that. Let's have a look just in rendered mode. What are we looking at? I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to grab everything and select that material, copy material to selected. It's going to break everything, yep. Let's grab everything that doesn't have, no, can't do that. What the? Oh yeah, okay, so we've got to clear that out, that. Let's go chew. Copy material to selected. Let's get rid of these pieces up here. Copy material to selected. Obviously now we do have to UV unwrap these. Oh, these are DreamUV textures. I did not realize. I don't have DreamUV there. Oh, whatever, so we'll come back to it. Copy material to selected. That's looking okay. If you want stupid cheap, find a friend at Qantas with a buggy frame. Oh, I love giving people false hope. No joke. It's just tasty. What? I've missed something there. So is it? Yeah. Okay, I need an adult. You have a great day. You too, Night Cow. It will be a great week. We're going to achieve a lot. We are. We will. We will do this. Somehow. All right. I'm liking this shape. I reckon we grab... Oh, fire. I did it, didn't I? I wasn't meant to. Let's select yo, and yo. Control plus. Control L. Nope. Select that. New material. And that becomes our glass. Okay. Let's go glass. Can you just give me some glass, please? Glass. Matte glass. What are you doing? Where's my glass? Oh. Idiot. So, glass, assign. There we go. All right, so now we've got that glass in there. If we jump into this blend file now, we can grab like this one. Really like. No, let's grab that one. Control C. And we'll jump over here. Control V. Rotate Z 90. Somebody just subscribed. Who was that? Venure. Welcome to the stream. Oops. G to the X. What do you want to travel for? So, there is the Blender convention that happens every year. That is why. Because I'd love to be able to meet some peeps who obviously I've been speaking with for many, many moons. The legendary Curtis Holt. I don't know who else will be there. Probably, I can see his name. Who is it? What's his name? Decoded. Who else? Who else do I want to meet up there? Not gonna lie. If you could just... Actually, I wouldn't mind meeting Pricey. Just to see what he's like. No worries. Thank you very much, one inspiring artist. What does Mrs. Core say to Santa when there's clouds in the sky? It looks like reindeer. Yeet. Oh my... No, Messenger. Messenger. How do I add a stream marker? Heck yeah. Beautiful. Perfection. Came with a term last week, real-time montage training. All the stuff you see in the montage, but it's just doing the work and not as exciting. Yeah. I like that, I like that, I like that. This is where we can increase some of the pieces. So if I were to go Control L, oh my goodness. Let's go Control L, Shift D, P, separate by selection. Can I have that other piece, please? There it is. Let's go scale on the Z. Scale on the Z. GZ. GY. Scale Y. Let's go Shift S. Nope. Right click. Set origin to geometry. And then we've got kind of like this piece happening here. Whoops. That's kind of cool. And then maybe we can duplicate that as well. Over to there. Let's go Shift D. Rotate Z 90. And then maybe that will give us some nice coverage. I like that. It's like an awning that, I think that's a bit too high. Maybe we come back to that piece there. G to the Z. And maybe we tilt it like so. Whoa, that's ugly. That is ugly as anything. Rotate Y. Maybe something like that. That gives us that. And obviously at the moment as well, we haven't really put any greebly pieces on. We're just still kind of like building this all up. I hope. Mr. Richo, I'm intrigued to see if anything came of that other meeting that your associates and I had. David Bowie brought Bill Cosby for a Christmas. David Bowie brought bling. Bought David Bowie brought Bill Crosby for Christmas a pom-pom. It wasn't just an ordinary pom-pom, it was proper pom-pom. What? Wow, my shorts are doing squat all. FYI, Tonya. Oh, jeez, why? Gaming in the Can, make sure you go check out their channel. Why is Tonya having issues today? Please indulge me. I am intrigued. That looks nice. That's looking great. And then once we put like a massive decal up here, what do the windows look like is another idea. That's Bowie Crosby joke for you. Gary Fong's been in the... Oh, geez, not again. Can't trust Gary Fong. He is... I think the HR... No, he's not HR. I think he's contracts management for Gaming in the Can. Reviewing our last match. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Actually, can't trust that guy. One thing as well, what's kind of sparked me with doing this set at the moment was Monday's video of Greebletown's stuff. I'm like, this is actually pretty good. And I reckon I could do this stuff. And so that's why over the Christmas period, that's what I'm going to be focusing on, is creating a nice cityscape where we can use like the scatter tool to build up our like environments. Especially there's one shot in the animated web series that kind of like flies over the city. So I'm going to need to have to build a whole bunch of assets for that. But it's also like the replication and all that needs to get done. So once the textures are in, we should be cooking with gas. So, actually, let's put this at a nice round number. Whoops. So, I'm going to have a look at this. Item, local. This is at, we'll make this 27. We'll make this 28. This number 14. Nope. 15. This one at 14. Cool, that's looking great. That way this number here, because you have to remember we're doing everything in threes, becomes 30. This number here, 30. If we make this 39, oops, 39, that means now we've got 2 floors to work with. Something like that. Let's go ahead and, oops, crud. See. Like that. Mario the funny mobster video with bad words. Post. Oh, funny mob. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, let me review. Am I saying bad things? I got a feeling I'm going to get told off. I feel like I'm being super loud at the moment. Yeah, am I saying bad things? Because I know that, what's that game? Arc Raiders, oh my goodness. I have been in very much a rage many times. 0.05. 0.05. No, random guy. Oh. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't know what it is, so let's just keep it at that. Whoops, I'm going to just clear out these faces here, here and here. Delete faces. But yeah, Arc Raiders. Oh my goodness. Just getting blindsided by people. Not my cup of noodles. I will be there a little bit later, Mr. Gaming in the Can. Okay, something like that. I think that's great. Let's do I to do an inset. Nope. Let's do E to do extrude. Alt S. And then that'll kind of give us that. Where then, technically, if we go plus sign and we go glass assign, what we can do here is create, some floors in here. But we can kind of like fake that. Because like we've got this nice window here. It's not thick enough. Let's fix that up. It's just not thick enough for me. That's what she said. Shut up, you're tired. Let's go 38.5. Let's go 36.5. Yeah, that's better. Whoops. Box select. 34.5. 35.5. 35.5. Uh, 33.5. Whoops. Oops. Oh my goodness, Marco. Come on, pull your socks up. No! No! Get to the chop. Oh, no, it's fine. Scale Z 0. 32.5. Nice. Oops, fix this up because I can see that there's a little bit of an issue there. Scale 33.5. Nice. And then one more for good luck. Scale Z0. 30.5. Nice. Perfect. Let's just make sure that it is all looking good. That's looking fine. That there could be fixed. Scale Z0. This is an issue. Scale Z0. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, my eyeballs. What's the subscriber count? I don't think it's gone up that much. There's like barely anyone on the shorts. Still, we'll take that as a victory. I gotta head off. No worries, Jack. But before I ask, are you a Star Trek fan? No, Star Wars all the way. How dare you? I tell you the truth, I haven't been really watching much TV at all lately. There has just been so much to focus on lately. I think this is great. I think this is working out so well. I do want to duplicate some of this stuff. Let's go Shift D, G, Z. I'm going to go P, separate by selection. That one there. I want that one. I want that one. There we go. And then we're going to go into solidify, generate, solidify modifier. Make sure we go 0. And we'll make it a bit thicker. And then what we can do here is maybe even create some sort of bands. G to the Y, Shift D Z, Shift D Z. And we can make this one a little bit thicker. Oh, geez, these itchy noses. I reckon maybe what we do is let's go GZ, and then that one gives us that. Make it a bit thicker. And we can't really see it, which is fine. But once we UV unwrap it, it'll be great. Oh, great! And we'll change colors as well. 0.25, make it really thick. I think that's not bad. This is kind of like giving us a good feel. Been watching old 1950s sci-fi lately. Have a great time watching them. Some are so bad. Yeah. I've no doubt. Actually, okay, this building works really nice. I wouldn't mind adding, maybe we snap up some more. Like this, I love these two pieces. I reckon we might utilize them somewhere. Let's come back into our blend file, Control V. I hate you. Can you not? Control V. Oof. Is a little bit pointless. Doesn't work at all. Oops. Oh. Rotate Z90 to the minus. Just playing with ideas now. I mean, we've already got these pieces. I'm missing a piece. There it is. In there, that one. I want that one. Ooh, you know what? Maybe it does go like this. But then that piece there doesn't make any sense. We'd have to cut that. That one doesn't make sense. All right, let's not. Maybe we use them on the next one, just over here. So we want to kind of create maybe a secondary building if you want fun. The Star Lost is a wonderful series. There was one. Actually, no, there wasn't one. All right, I'm happy with this, how this turns out, because if we kind of open up agreeable Kitbashing ship 4 external building 4. I like this building, how this building turned out, and we built this on live stream a little while back. This is a nice looking This is a nice looking building. Ooh, I wonder what it looks like with the new stuff. Close, new, S. Nope. S. I like this building. This is a nice boulder. Could be a little bit better. I think adding more details and really going down that route, I think it would look, yeah, a lot better, but I'm a big fan of this building. And also, this is what kind of started these kitbashing ideas as well for the buildings. And so that's where we're now kind of like expanding on it. G'day! Making chicken tikka masala shop? What? Sure. But this building set originated, not 3, no, we want to go 2. File, open, don't save. Number 2. Shop buildings, building 2. Building 1 and 2 are my favorite buildings that we've created, especially this one here. I think this one looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. How do chickens dance at a Christmas party? Chick to chick. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, I really like this corner shop. 70 sci-fi, Star Lost, UFO, Space 99. I really need to go back and watch Space 1999. Yeah, sorry, coming back to this. So this is what we created. Multiple. Let's go 5. Like, look how gorgeous this building looks. But this one does have all kind of like our greebly pieces and such. So, wow, super interesting. My short stream. I wonder. Let me hang on. It's going to update something on the shorts stream. Let's go over to YouTube Studio. Content. So just bear with me for a sec. No, live. We're going to go into portrait. Edit. I wonder. Why is my shorts live stream failing? You are failing. Customize. Anyone. Let's try this. Save. Also, I want to click on this. And we will click on manual. Save. Let's see if our numbers boost. So yeah, I like this building. So I really wouldn't mind taking some of this architecture and bringing it into the new design, but we won't for now. We're going to kind of continue going with this. But yeah, obviously once we start adding in all our air conditioning and so on and so forth, it's going to really fill up quite nice. Got to add in some doorways. I do have a doorway somewhere. So if we jump into not... Ooh, there's a doorway right there. Let's take that one. Ooh! Let's take that one. Ooh! Oh! 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 E! Oh! 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 Let's go Control V, G, Shift Z. I'm going to grab this piece and let's put it there. And then we can kind of put it up like so. So it's kind of like that first building. Nice. Shift D, Z, and we'll do the same here. What's going on? So this here is far too small. Let's do I to do an inset. Weird. I to do an inset. E to extrude. Alt S. Just suck that puppy in. And then we grab that. G to the Y. And that gives us our door there. But then we can come in and fill all that section up. Perfect. I like it. That there. Ah, crud. You, sir, go up. Nice. Let's have a look if we go into like so. Yo, yo. Copy material to selected. Perfection. That is looking great. Wouldn't mind filling that in to make it look better. Whoa. Just welcome. Look, Starless is great if you're willing to watch an Amish guy fly into walls for 3 minutes. Did a video of an eagle from space 1999 takeoff. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Because we know we love landing gears. But I do like windshield wipers. Okay, let's grab these. Whoops. And we're going to go Shift D to the Y. I like that. Let's maybe just kind of want to fill in this space a little bit. I don't think that is the right thing to do, which is fine. Let's grab that. Rotate 180. YouTube pre-X67, welcome to the stream. All right. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, let's go something like this. And then if we were to, say for instance, Shift A, do I have a camera? Nope. Shift A, camera, control numpad 0. Can you, yep, there we go. Let's go something like that. Go to 28 mil. So we see a bit more. Yeah, sweet. That's looking delicious. That's a little bit weird that it's like so. So I'm going to raise that scale on the Z. That's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like this little entryway. Doesn't make sense. No. Is it fine? Yes. Spaceship animation you did would be cool if you integrate something like that in this place too. Yeah. Marco's best doing them with so much detail. I wish I put more details in my other stuff as well. All right, let's go ahead. I just spat all over myself. Cursor, let's go into a cube. A cube. See, this piece here is a lot narrower. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let's go G. Tab. Select all GZ1. Scale. Hold control. There we go. So with that, I'm going to delete this. Thus. GX. Okay. GZ1. That is now 3 meters high. And let's go GY to here-ish, I guess. That works. I want that piece there. Let's go Shift D. Actually, no. GY. GX. So if we plop this like so. Then we're going to, can I go Shift S selection to grid? Sweet. Sick. Shift D X. Put that into place like so. So we've got kind of that there. I think this is good. Marco, I can't be stuffed. I just couldn't think about so here in Australia we got a film competition called Tropfest. I'm just not prepared and I'm not as invested as I thought I was going to be. But now that I know it exists, I knew it existed. I didn't realize it'd come back. I think I might start preparing for that as well. Because that's kind of like it's a pretty big thing here in Australia, Tropfest. So I think, yeah, I might hit it up next time. Let's scale that down. And scale along the y-axis of this thing. Something like so. Itchy nose. So that'll give us this. here then we can start utilizing pieces like this. Rotate X. Scale Y. And we can just hide some of this stuff. That's kind of cool. That's that piece there. I need something to kind of fit through there. So let's go Shift D, rotate Z, rotate Y 90. Oops. 90. Rotate X 90. Rotate Z 90. Oh, get stuffed. Rotate Z 90. Sure. Ooh, interesting. Then that'll fill up that space. Kind of want those grills to come through. That's not bad. And so if kind of go to camera view, that's, oh, you just got to squizzy out a little bit. Can we? GZ18. Whoop. GZ27. Oh, is that it? Really? That's 30 meters. Okay then. Cool. I like that. We've given us this, and then we can kind of, oh my goodness, stop. Okay, Dobby, thank you. My wife is just stood there looking through the window. If she keeps on doing this, I'm going to have to let her in. How you guys know about 3D related contests, actually? Yeah, so I don't, yeah, oh yeah, I've already spoken of that one. Ugh. Okay, I like that, I like that. This is great here. I need something that's kind of like a bit of an overhang. Far out my nose. My mum would probably say, somebody's talking about you. I don't know if she's on. Hi, Mum. Not gonna lie. She lurks. It's always good to have an extra viewer. Okay. Let's go something like that. Ooh, that's good. Nice. And then maybe we bring that back. Scale Z. Something along those lines. So just this building here, I'm half semi kind of not really blocking. It does look pretty though. Can we do anything that's a little bit different? Got a lot of empty spots. There should be a good piece here. What's you? Oh, you. Yes. Rotate Z 180. G Shift Z. And that's something we can probably slide in here. And let's hide that. Yeah, nice. It's great. Do we have any other pieces? That piece. Oh, that's that building piece. That's that piece. I don't know how I'm feeling about these. I almost feel that they should be back. That allows more in here. Can you like stop editing in rendered mode? Okay, so let's bring that back. P separate by selection. Tab, scale, Z. I can't see squat, which is fine. Let's have a look. How many, has anything changed? I don't think so. I've lost it. Oh. Ah, crud. Where are you? There it is. Slowly getting there. New to the channel, welcome. subscribe, all that jazz. Trying to hit that 100,000 mark. GYX. This is good. Okay, let's go GY. That'll give us that. I think it's at the wrong height. We'll bring it down to about here-ish, 4. So I'm kind of like looking up here at the transformation. Let's do something a little bit different with this building. Because, you know, I'm so revolutionary. Yes, I had a stroke. Delete faces. Delete faces. And then... Oh, poopy caca. Let's grab these. E to extrude Z by 3. Scale Z0. Stuffed. Scale Z0. P separate by the... Yep, do that. And then we'll grab this again. Let's GZ lift that up. What we might do now is come back over into here and we'll steal one of our shops. I like this kind of like futuristic restaurant one. Control C. Control V. Control V. Shift S selection to cursor. And then we do something like so, which doesn't really work. GY. Let's get rid of this piece. Control L, delete vertices. And we'll grab all this. Yep, nice. This, yep. GX. That gives us that. I like having this gap in here because then we can probably put something in there. Itchy feet. You're going to be walking on strange ground. That's weird. Itchy hands. You either receive money or paying out. Goal. That's some hardcore Baba witchery. Gosh, I'm losing money. Control B. Let's come in like so. Control numpad minus, Alt S. And then I'm going to select this corner, Control B. Ooh, I like that. Auto smooth. Interesting. Let's kind of go into rendered view. What are we looking at now? GY. I'm going to push that out to there. This here. That can come up to 18. E to extrude all the way to there, I reckon. Nice, and that gives us plenty of coverage. Bit of ground. 24. Sweet. That gives us some area to work in to create some sort of building sections. I reckon here. Let's go edge loop, edge loop, edge loop, and we'll do this again. Control B to bevel. GZ. Let's grab these here. I to do an inset, E to extrude. Let's select these sections here. E to extrude, just so it comes out a bit. And then that'll allow us to select this. And then we go into new materials. This one becomes glass. Assign. And then we have that. You can become DreamUV 1. Nice. That's kind of cool looking. You become DreamUV1. So I have to UV unwrap all these using Dream, which is fine. What are we looking at? Okay. Okay. And then let's grab maybe this piece here. G. Put it there. Ooh, that's an interesting. So we've got people who have to like walk under this arch. I like that idea. Looks a little bit crazy-ish. Control S to save. What does it look like a little bit in night? Let's go 2. And also we're going to rotate the sun like so. It's kind of like what I was thinking. Obviously, once we start putting in decals of like signage along here, I think that's going to look great. Shops, I think we'll put some shutters on this window. It's coming together quite nice. And once we start slapping on things, like greebles and such, I think that's going to be good. Click on this. Whew. Let's go share, copy that one. Just need to edit something real quick. It's really interesting because my shorts stream normally is going off. At the moment, it is dead. Dead. D-E dead. Oh, there it is. That one. Hey, I can't read that. Markham, you should try plasticity for hard surf money. You will love it. Oh, will I though? Will I? I don't know. I know I probably should. I should give other things a chance. And a lot of people have said, yes, you should try it. Not gonna lie. Probably should. DreamUV. There it is. Just gonna put in my DreamUV thing here. Let's come down into DreamUV. User, am I object? User. Hotspot. Ah, far out. Alright, I gotta find the engons. Hang on, there is a blender added on to find engons, isn't there? Engon? Ooh. No, that's that one. No. Engon? Face? There is a free blender add-on that'll tell you if your faces suck, which actually be really handy. Surface diagnostics. I don't know, that sounds pretty cool. Let's install it. And Blender crashes. Surface diagnostics. Okay, let's go surface. Surface. Diagnostics. Where do we see that? Surface diagnostics. Where are you? Where is she? Being able to model in cycles is nuts. What's your PC? I got a 5090 rocking this. But I can tell you now, this room is starting to heat up. Anyway. Where is... Tab goes into edit mode. What if we do this? I'm just seeing. I know the option's up here somewhere. Do I have to be in solid mode? Fine. Let's go to the site. Face orientation, right there. No, I'm not after face orientation. I am after, I want it to show me my engons. Surface arc or something. Surface A. Surface A. Here we go. No. Alright, this isn't the one. Yeah, so what I'm trying to find is where the engons are. So you go away. You're not what I wanted. Psycho. I don't know what it is. Love your creation. Thank you. Face orientation, yeah. So face orientation would just give me normal data. I don't care about normal data. What? No, but yeah, this is the thing, is I need... Oh my goodness, there's so much. Red. I need to know, yeah, which is the engons. That's frustrating. I gotta find that add-on now. If not, I'll just get ChatGPT to make it add-on. Curve tool, secret paint. I'm intrigued what that one is. Might have to look into that one. What's the time? 11:20. I'm going to call it a night for now. This might be the last stream. I don't know. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. We're going to head over to Gaming in the Can. Might join you over there. But go say hi, subscribe to their channel and all that jazz. What? Hang on. Select. Porquitos? Select side. Oh. Can you... It doesn't have 5. Number of vertices, 4, 5. So that's telling me that that's not an engon. Four, that makes sense. 5. Oh, wait. Three. Hello? Aha. There you are. So if I go to that, delete faces. You should be a problem. And you, delete faces just for now. Let's test this out. Let's come down into DreamUV. Hot diggity dang. Sweet. Oh my goodness. That is good. All right. Great. Thank you. It'd be greater than 4, yes. But I'm a stupido. Stupido. Select similar polygon size. Yeah. All right. That is good to know. I now know that, and that is going to save me so much time in the future. Yes! I do actually now I'm a little bit more intrigued. So if I were to go U, and that's not a problem. I know this piece is a problem. Well, no, actually, let's just test that out. Cube here, Control B. Okay, and then I might just do this. Cool. And then I'm just going to select this face, right click, subdivide. I'm intrigued. Select. Select by alt trait, poles, faces by sides, equal to, greater than, greater than 4. That has made me a super happy man. Your mum. That's good. Oh gosh. Jeez. I'm going to call it a night. Go over to Gaming in the Can. Go subscribe to them and say hi. Oh gosh, it's going to be one of those nights. All right.